services, and of all the people that had different schools of thought, she's the only person that was a socialist. I mean, she wouldn't answer the question. And I would think now, after this, she's going to have to start coming up with some new answers, because that's what she is, as a socialist. And it's scary to have somebody like her that thinks that way as possibly being vice president of the Fed.
Are they crazy? Possibly. Are they going to change it? No, they already made the balloons. It's the best deal in mobile, Spectrum Mobile. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and thank you for watching. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies. We bring you the innovators behind the companies making the headlines in that space. Some are sponsored, some are invited, all are curated and focused on telling you, the viewers, their story. Here we go. Rego is a commerce and banking solution, particularly for families. And the emphasis here is on protection of children, especially as we get into the holiday season and more kids will be using their financial technology to purchase things. So with me, Rick Lane, who is on the Rego Board of Advisors, and Heimu Neon, the child safety and privacy expert, to talk a little bit more about this. So Rick, let's just start with remind everybody of Rego and what it is offering and what it's doing.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you, Jane, for having me again. Rego as a company has built basically the back end of a child privacy first digital infrastructure. What it does is it allows for either a white label or the Missoula app to allow parents to really control in this new cashless society how their kids are spending their money. It takes care of the privacy of kids' information, but also teaches financial literacy. But the biggest thing for us, and why I'm excited about this product, is that it's about parental control as your kids are learning how to engage in e-commerce and commerce in general. And that aspect of it with financial literacy, privacy, and child protection is what this company is all about.
Okay. And I have a 12 and a 14-year-old, so I'm like, right up the alley here in alignment with you. So, Heimu, first of all, thank you for coming and joining the show. It's great to meet you. And just talk about your background in child privacy.
Thanks for having me, first of all, for both of you. I'll say this. I started off actually in the bad side of the world where I was prosecuting everything from child abuse to baby murders, rape cases, specializing in that area. And then I moved on when the online world was starting. I was at the forefront of the online environment and one of the country's first online prosecutors going after child predators, human traffickers, and then eventually computer crime. And then through those years, and ended up inside one of the biggest software companies in the world, which is an exciting opportunity inside of Microsoft because they were trying to solve really cutting edge problems. How do you intersect technology and safety, especially when it comes to kids in things like Xbox and other online gaming environments. And then eventually became the chief security officer of MySpace. And MySpace was a place where kids were congregating. And because of that, also adults were trying to capitalize on those environments. So as the chief security officer, I was trying to find ways to solve that problem. How do you intersect policy, technology, the law, regulation, any kind of thing that you can do to enhance an environment where adults and kids are? But also we noticed at that time that e-commerce was starting to blossom. This is in the mid 2000s. So all of a sudden companies were coming online and looking for ways to capitalize on places where children were shopping online because that was the new thing they were doing. And for the last 10 years, I've been working with various companies doing these kinds of solutions. How do you identify an infrastructure when you're building a new product that allows you to say when a when a child is shopping or a child is engaging with someone or a child is posting something, how do you keep their environment safe? Or at least safer than it may be.
Thank you so much, Rick and Hemu, for joining us. Great advice for parents and kids. So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Need hearing aids? Tired of paying $5,000 or more? Tired of making multiple trips to have your hearing aids adjusted? Now you don't have to. Our Hear IQ 4 medical-grade hearing aids are fully rechargeable, Bluetooth compatible, and start at under $1,000 for a complete set or monthly payments of $44. Our hearing aids are self-adjusting using any smartphone and features remote programming by hearing care professionals without you ever leaving home. Order your pair today at myheariq.com.
Helios DX is defining a new era of reliable laboratory testing with fast, accurate results. With a full range of services including urine toxicology, behavioral toxicology, infectious disease, allergy, and other popular test menus. Helios DX, an alternative to national diagnostic laboratories, provides value to patients and physicians through personable and reliable services. To learn more, visit heliosdx.com/labs.
Welcome to New to the Street. This is your weekly hack, the secure segment with Elaine Guy. I'm Anna Berry. Elaine is with GlobeX Data, the leader in Swiss hosted private and secure communications and data management. Welcome back, Elaine.
Thanks, Anna. Happy to be here. Hello to our viewer.
Another hack this week, it seems that they are coming on strong. This is called a sophisticated chain attack, and it actually went through the FBI's website. How on earth did hackers get into the Federal Bureau of Investigation's website? Tell us how, Elaine.
Well, it's the same story because governments use the same big tech trillion-dollar companies like Microsoft, for example. I'm sure they were using an Office 365 email. And I don't know if you know, going back to another hack, the Department of Homeland Security got hacked not long ago. And the problem is that, well, there's no other choice. So somehow there was a weakness on the website, probably with the security of it, the patches, the back office, you know, behind the scene. And what's scary is that they were able to use a legitimate email to send a bunch of fake emails to everyone. So they took over that entire system. These large organizations have servers either in the cloud in multiple locations. Sometimes they have them at their own facility. But now, since January of 2021, when the first solar wind hack came to Microsoft, that was the scariest of all, because that was the time that now they stole the source code of Microsoft, or partially. And what happened is, in the old days, you know, basically last year is the old days in the internet world. So in the old days, a government or a state in different country, they would say, well, I want to have my data on my own territory. So they would do what we call on-premise data. So you would buy servers and you would have it in your own facility, as opposed to having in multiple locations, just kind of like the cloud. It's both of them are the cloud. One is called a private cloud and the public cloud. So what happens, I'm guessing that obviously the FBI, with all the resources they have, one of the most powerful companies in the world, they will have on-premise. But now, even on-premise, these emails can be hacked. So I don't know the mechanics of it, but the one thing is for sure, if you use the main 2 or 3 emails out there, you only have really 2 business email suppliers. You have Microsoft and Google with their G Suite. That's it.
Right. So it can really reach anyone. It's really about how much is your privacy worth? How much is that really worth? Because this is not that much. It's an upfront fee, correct?
That's it. So if you buy Secure, SEKUR, which is a combo of the email and messenger, it's only $10 a month or $100 a year. You get 100 gigabyte of storage for your email, which is astronomical. If you just want the messenger, which is $5 a month or $50 a year, you have your messenger. I should add that by the end of this year, December 2021, we're going to be able to let people upload their contact list, which we don't mind, by the way. In fact, we didn't have that, but we're getting complaints. People have the habit of uploading their contacts. So we found a way to do it in a very private way, so we don't data mine them. So you'll be able to have your entire contact list on Secure, and then you'll be able to text someone that doesn't have the system and say, hey, I'm Anna, I want to chat with you, click here, and then you guys can chat privately in our tunneling system in Switzerland. So that's cheap. We're launching Secure Mail for consumers, and we're still debating it's going to be between $7 or $5 a month. If it's $5, we're going to make it 50 gigabyte, plenty for anyone. If it's $7, it'll be 100 gig, and we're launching Secure Mail for businesses, which will be able to have their own business domain. In fact, you'll be able to add, I think, up to 5 business domain. So it's really cheap considering all the feature that it does. And the end-all be-all application, by mid-February, we should have our own email app. And that means you don't have to configure anything, and you can use a secure send, secure reply feature. If you want to know about that, go to secure.com. And we're launching voice encryption at the end of Q1 and video conferencing at the end of Q2.
Oh, that's great. You guys have so many updates that we are so happy to feature here on our weekly segment. I'm always learning from you, and I really look forward to continuing on this conversation and hearing all these updates, because they're coming right now. We're almost into December, so we look forward to featuring you more. Thank you for this weekly hack, Elaine.
Thank you, Anna, and everyone be safe and make sure you watch your passwords and check out if your provider has been hacked, your shopping, wherever you go shopping, if they got hacked, change emails. Be vigilant now, because now it's the shopping season and hackers love to shop on your dime. So be very careful how you shop, how you put your credit card, all of that, as we discussed before.
Yeah, if it can happen to the FBI, it can happen to you.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you for keeping us safe and secure with Secure. Thank you, Elaine, for joining us on New to the Street.
Thanks, Anna, and thanks everyone for watching.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Cyber attacks are a global threat affecting consumers and companies. Whether you're using your computer or mobile device to bank, shop, or work remotely, your privacy and corporate data are at risk. For over 20 years, Strikeforce Technologies has developed some of the world's leading cybersecurity solutions. Millions of users around the world have put their trust in us to protect what matters most. Your privacy and data are your business. Protecting it is ours. Visit StrikeForceTech.com today.
Need hearing aids? Tired of paying $5,000 or more? Tired of making multiple trips to have your hearing aids adjusted? Now you don't have to. Our Hear IQ 4 medical grade hearing aids are fully rechargeable, Bluetooth compatible, and start at under $1,000 for a complete set or monthly payments of $44. Our hearing aids are self-adjusting using any smartphone and features remote programming by hearing care professionals without you ever leaving home. Order your pair today at myheariq.com.
Helios DX is defining a new era of reliable laboratory testing with fast, accurate results. With a full range of services including urine toxicology, behavioral toxicology, infectious disease, allergy, and other popular test menus. Helios DX, an alternative to national diagnostic laboratories, provides value to patients and physicians through personable and reliable services. To learn more, visit heliosdx.com/labs.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Today we have Mr. Maninder Balar of the Strategic Group Advisor for SUIC, Mr. Uwe Valdau, a notable fintech advisor, and also Dr. Lim, who is QQPay's advisor to the board. So let's start, I guess, with Maninder. I mean, describe in brief SUIC, the Midas platform, the Benaway New Age financial ecosystem. If you could talk about that and the special features of that.
Thanks, Jane. Appreciate what you have just introduced us to the global network as well. All right. SUIC is actually in full is Sino United Consolidated Worldwide Company, SUIC. It is based and headquartered in New York, and it's also listed on the OTC market. So it's been quite an active company in the last couple of years, where it specializes to sort of move into technological-based programs and projects. So there's two areas, two divisions in SUIC. One is the social aspect of the research and development aspect, where it tends to do a lot of research in looking into new technologies for communities and business sectors. And the second part is that SUIC also has an investment arm. It invests in companies which are specializing, having products and services which are specializing in IoT, such as internet IoTs on AI, blockchain, and cloud computing. So these are the areas where SUIC has been always passionate to support. Now, what SUIC has come up with is recently they have come up with two revolutionized ecosystem, which is the Swiss Midas Touch platform, where borrowers and lenders are brought together into one ecosystem and help each other to grow together. And the second ecosystem is a much more bigger ecosystem where it brings in a lot of financial service providers, where it comes into one common platform, and all the financial service providers can actually leverage on each other on this mega alternate financial delivery system. So these are two areas that actually SUIC has actually articulated in recent times. Going forward, I will explain that the SUIC Midas Touch platform is, like I said, it brings borrowers and lenders into one ecosystem. There's always a liquidity gap where the borrowers, where SMEs, when they're actually doing their financial settlement of their products, there's always a financial gap in terms of receiving funds from the bank when you do settlement under a payment gateway platform. And that's where the borrowers will come in and provide this liquidity into this ecosystem. The products that are innovated in the Swiss Midas Touch platform are two products. One is the Flash Pay and Free Pay. Flash Pay is where borrowers can actually go and actually get immediate funding. And the Free Pay product, which is also a subcomponent of the Swiss Midas Touch ecosystem, is actually where the products are actually given on a borrower on the lending side of the ecosystem. So that is the Swiss Midas Touch ecosystem. Now, the second component, which I explained earlier, is the Benaway financial delivery ecosystem, where it's a new age financial service system, which is an alternate banking platform. Like an alternative traditional banking platform is something different, where a whole range of financial stakeholders, such as payment gateway providers, cross-border payment companies, the P2P lending companies, the digital wallet issuers, and electronic card issuers are all kept into one mega financial platform, where each and everyone can support each other by providing this system to a lot of customers that actually can get access to the ecosystem in a more holistic nature. So this is the area where the Benue ecosystem is also contributing in a very big way. Now, the benefits of having a system like that is that it actually, when you are a financial platform provider and running the business on your own, you are all in your own world. You do not have a support. You have to start going to the bank. But in this case, you can actually leverage on a lot of other providers who actually provide ecosystem that complements your platform.
Okay, interesting. All right, so let's bring in Uwe and Dr. Lim here. Uwe, we understand that Benue Holdings is gradually working toward the new age or challenger bank focus and working with fintech partners like QQ Pay. So what makes this a unique program?
Hi, Jane. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. I think, as we are all aware, traditional banks have had a very good run for the most part of the past 50 years, nearly doubling the role of the financial sector in the overall economy. But their success has also tied them down with many legacy structures and obstacles, regulatory, cultural, and IT challenges being at the forefront. Now, in comparison, new age fintech service providers and next generation banks are enabled by the high-speed internet, yet represent regulated institutions that are challenging those traditional banks in the old-fashioned manner, namely by offering clients better value-added and core services, superior solutions, yet at a lower cost and faster speed.
So let's talk to Dr. Lim about this. I mean, can you elaborate a little bit on the products and services?
Well, QQ Pay is a rising star that provides fintech as a service, specializing in cross-border payments on a digital ecosystem for the B2B market segment. As you know, Benue is dealing with a large merchant base in their B2B space. This will allow these merchants for their cross-border international trade settlement under their ecosystem. QQ Pay certainly has the right credentials, specialist skills, and brand, which are key ingredients for any financial service provider. QQ Pay already has established offices in a few countries, such as Australia, Canada, Malaysia, Singapore, and recently New Zealand is included. And as such, Benue could launch its ecosystem with much confidence, leveraging on QQ Pay's global presence. Notably, QQ Pay's vision and directions does complement well with Benue's business focus and directions. I think that's very important.
Okay, well, thank you so much and best of luck in your global expansion. Thank you, Dr. Lim and Uwe and Meninder, for coming in and explaining the company and everything you've been doing.
Cyber attacks are a global threat affecting consumers and companies. Whether you're using your computer or mobile device to bank, shop, or work remotely, your privacy and corporate data are at risk. For over 20 years, Strikeforce Technologies has developed some of the world's leading cybersecurity solutions. Millions of users around the world have put their trust in us to protect what matters most. Your privacy and data are your business. Protecting it is ours. Visit strikeforcetech.com today.
Secure, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. Secure is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. Secure doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download Secure. Visit secure.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Danavation is a Canadian-based tech company that deals in the Internet of Things. It provides automated labeling, price promotions, and products in real time. And with me is the CEO, John Ricci. John, welcome. If you can explain, what is Danavation?
Danavation, so we're IoT company. We specialize, one of our main focuses on digital smart labels. Digital smart labels are little electronic devices, battery power, 10-year battery life, no power required at the shelf, used in many applications, and we'll get into that. But what the intro said, we automate pricing, information, and promo in real time at the shelf or at any point where you need customer involvement or customers looking at something, whether it's in a healthcare, in a building, or non-retail environment in one of our markets.
What is digital smart labels? How does it work?
So the best case scenario to talk about is food retail stores. So the present system of paper tags and stickies and perforated paper printing at source in a store, printing from a third-party mail out that gets delivered to stores every week is a very tedious and labor-intensive process. What our label does is, if you have 100 stores and you want to change 2,500 prices, once you batch your prices into your system and you send it out from your server to the store server, that hits the base station in the ceiling, which is like a wireless router. That signal is sent to the tag sitting on the shelf in front of the specific product. The pricing update or promo information is updated in real time. So when you hit click at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow morning, in your 100 stores, 2,500 SKUs are changed. So store managers walk in, 100% active, no errors, no omissions, everything's changed pertaining to whatever marketing program you have, or if it was a competitive situation, or you just decided to either increase or lower prices of specifics in that store. What's interesting as well is you can set different price points across the continent. You can have price points sitting differently with the same item from state to state.
And finally, John, how can somebody find out more about the company?
Our website, danavation.com. We keep it very current. We keep our press releases on there. There's a gallery, there's some cool videos, and we're very transparent. We're a public company. We went public January 2021 under stock symbol DVN.CN on the CSE. And we have investor relations page, and we have a PR team, and we answer calls, we take calls, and we encourage visits to our showroom. We have an active showroom that's filled with all of our latest and greatest DSL systems.
Okay, well, thank you so much, John, for explaining Danavation, and I look forward to updates.
Great, thank you.
I go way beyond the headlines. I dig in very, very deep, and I'm looking for those kernels of information that often go